What's going on, everyone? Putting together some lab virtual machines to use to test some PowerShell stuff. So I figured I would bring you along for the ride and show you how I do it. So what I use is the AutomatedLab Framework module, series of modules, whatever you want to call it, on GitHub here. Here's the link. I put it in the description. It basically takes a lot of the time out of putting together your own PowerShell scripts. So my requirements when I do this, I wanted something that was PowerShell, so I could, hit a button and walk away. I wanted to install Active Directory as a part of the VM creation, and I wanted it to use a differencing disk to save disk space because I have I think it's a 256 gig SSD in this machine. So, and this thing kind of met all those criteria. If you look here on the wiki, they have some pretty good instructions here as far as to get you started. When you download the package, this is what you'll get as far as after the install goes. So you can put all your ISOs in here for operating system and any kind of software you want to install. Custom roles is more for application specific stuff. I haven't really messed with that yet. And then there's a bunch of other folders and files in here for operating system updates, and as a part of the installation it'll download the sysinternals, and depending on what you want it to do, it'll also download software packages. So if you're trying to install SCCM or anything of that nature, it'll download it for you. By default it'll put your VMs here in the VMs folder. Now since I have mine on my secondary disk, all my VMs are going to go to the Automated Labs VM folder. Those are my other ones that I have running right now. So let's take a look at the code. It's very user intuitive in my opinion. They give you, what I didn't show you was sample scripts. So the package comes with a whole bunch of these sample scripts that you can use, take and customize to however you need. But this is really easy to quickly get you up and going. So that's basically what I did here. I took one of theirs and kind of modified it to meet my needs. So I set some basic parameters or variables up here at the top. You have to define a lab, because you can use the PowerShell, the module, to install and remove labs. So it makes it Barney style easy to do that. Define your network, username and password, and then all right, so in this example, I'm just going to create one domain controller, a couple servers, and you see here I set the IP addresses. The DNS will be set to the domain controller, which is this IP, and then all of mine in this scenario will be server 2016 with the same amount of RAM and everything. If you want to customize each specific virtual machine, you can do that down here using the parameters, and then just take it out of the hash table above. In my scenario, I'll just leave them all the same. Alright, so let's take a look at the code in action. And it's just a matter of running your PS1, whatever you name it. Mine's Test Lab. Alright, success. So you can see the script completed. I think it gives you a time 18 minutes and 15 seconds for 3 virtual machines, a domain controller, adding them all to the domain, etc. Definitely does save you some time just to verify everything's working. Yeah, so there it is. So anyway, this is how I quickly add, remove virtual machines in a lab scenario, so I can quickly create a domain and etc. Let me show you the remove piece. So I can just close this. Now, if I want to remove, so this will get rid of all those, what I name it, Test Lab. And then there you can see they're gone. Alright, so just kind of a quick tutorial on what I use to quickly spin out a lab. If you have any questions, I'm not an expert in this particular module. I haven't dug through the code a whole lot, and this is just the basics. You can do a whole lot more stuff with this thing. But if you have questions, let me know. Rate, comment, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. And thanks for watching. We'll see you the next time.